Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Magic Hour. I'm your host, Majid Andary, AKA MagicLeb. Please follow me on my Instagram at Fame Film Agency and click and subscribe to my YouTube at Majid Andary. Today, we have a very wonderful guest. Well, actually, by the end of today, I'll find out how wonderful she is. All right, please welcome Kalah Lovegrove.
Thank you for having me. You'll see how amazing I am at the end of this. Don't worry.
Well, I'm pretty confident. You know,
or to use the Aboriginal word deadly.
Okay.
You'll see how deadly I am.
Okay, all right. You know what? Well, there's nothing wrong with living a little dangerously, especially in Adelaide where things are so undeadly. Or actually...
Well, so deadly for Aboriginal means cool, good, awesome.
Oh, really? Oh, that's the same terminology.
Yeah, so it's not deadly as in deadly poisonous.
Oh, okay, cool. So if I was hanging out with an Aboriginal guy...
And you said that's deadly.
And I said that's deadly. All right, cool. But if I said you're deadly, would I be in trouble? I wouldn't be in trouble. No, that's cool. All right.
It means you're cool.
All
you're
right.
Good. You're amazing.
Cool. Yeah, that's pretty awesome. So Kalah.
Yes.
Now, I was going through your profile. You do clean comedy.
Yes.
Now, by clean comedy, what does that mean? Like no cursing?
Yeah. So no swearing. No crude joking. There is I have one joke about when I say that I want my man to have like a BBB. Now, in the black community, it usually means big black, and then a B word, which means anatomy.
Oh, okay. I thought it was going to be a big, beautiful butt.
Well, kind of.
Okay.
But I say Bible. So big black Bible. So I have stuff like that where it's like, you know.
It's like a play on type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. So
scratching the surface, but not actually
whatever
talking.
they think is on them.
Yeah. I like those kind of jokes because it gives me the opportunity to say, you people are sick.
Yeah. This Christian comedian is sick.
Yes, you are sick. Now, I came up with this joke. I shouldn't be saying it here because I want to save it. I want to save it for when I do my... I've been coming up with some new material. And you know what? Thank God I don't have 1 million followers or viewers, so I can probably get away with it by saying it here and then do it on stage. I was going to get up on stage, or the next time I get on stage, I want to say something like, so I had sex with a terminally ill patient. See? Okay. Now, here's the part where it's on them kind of thing.
Yes.
Now, I'm not proud of it, but... it's the best sex I ever had in my life because when she was riding me, it was as if she was literally holding on to dear life.
Okay.
You see?
I can laugh at that part. The other part is like, no, I can't. I have to not laugh at that. But the dear life. But
here's where it gets tricky.
Yeah.
Here's where it gets tricky. I'm going to miss her. May she rest in peace. Now I've got to finish for terminally ill women because the one thing that we have in common is that neither of us are looking for a long-term thing. All right.
That's terrible.
All right. But the thing is, it actually gets worse as I talk about it more.
Okay.
All right. It gets to the point where it gets so bizarre. But at one point, men will stop to think, that's not a bad idea.
And women will think you're disgusting pig.
But the thing is, I give women validation in it too.
Okay,
because good. because I'm divorced and it's hard to date. You know, I have friends that tell me, "Dude, you're 47. No woman alive is going to suck you." Like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to curse. I'm just saying.
No,
all right. And then
I'm the Christian, not you.
And then I was like, you know what? I think he's right. I don't think any living woman wants to do with me. So I'm going after the ones that are on their way out, that are dying. Maybe the dying women might want to do.
Wish.
You know, right? But the thing is, here's where it gets twisted. When the minority of them enter remission, and they're going to be alive, then they dump my ass.
And they change their mind. They're like, right, okay.
So no woman alive does want to do it. You know, it's only when you're on your way out. Well, you got to get them while you can. I don't know how. You know?
Well, you saw my dark humor joke about my mum.
Yeah, I saw parts of it. You know. Yeah. Dark humor is good because it's very taboo, and I like taboo.
Yeah. Shock factor.
Yeah,
that's what I like.
You know, but it has to have a comedy element into it. Otherwise, it's just mean and cruel.
Exactly.
You know, so like, what would be the point?
Yeah.
You know, like if you're going to make fun of somebody's race, there has to be a good reason and there has to be something humor about it that's going to make it funny. You know,
Okay.
No. I'm like, like anybody can say, look at that cracker. Okay, what about him?
Yeah.
You know, I can look
Elaborate,
at it. Yeah. I need something more to go on. I mean, otherwise it's just bullies singling somebody out.
Yeah,
and just,
true.
You don't want to do that. So, because I like racial comedy. I like it.
Yeah.
I'm not a racist person, but I love racist jokes.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense? You know what I mean? All right, because I don't hate. You know what I mean? I don't hate. I don't have hate in my heart.
It's the fact that it's good comedy.
Yeah, it's good comedy.
It's like how Dave Chappelle and Kevin Hart, any of the African Americans, when they joke and they do the white voice.
Yeah, that's terrific. But the thing is, that's not racist. I think that's just an impression.
Well,
that's an impression.
True.
Look, by saying that, you're basically saying Hank Azaria is a racist because he did the voice of Apu in The Simpsons.
Oh,
and Hank Azaria is a white guy.
Yeah, well, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, and Hank Azaria did the greatest Apu that we've ever heard in our lives. And today's society, today's generation got so upset that they made The Simpsons cancel Apu because it was voiced by a white person.
They really?
Yeah, there's no more Apu.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there you go. You see, this is what they've taken it too far. Now, let's say Mel Blanc. You know who Mel Blanc was?
Yes.
All right. Let's say Mel Blanc was alive today in this generation. He did every single voice for the Looney Tunes.
Yes.
He did a Mexican, the Speedy Gonzales. He also did the lazy Mexicans who don't work and just sit down and do nothing. All right. He did a
That would have been cancelled.
He did a hillbilly. The Yosemite Sam, the rooster. All these accents. Right. Now we would say that guy's got talent.
Yes.
He can do all those voices.
Right.
That's unbelievable.
Right.
Today they're saying that guy's a racist.
Yeah.
But they don't sound like that or whatever.
Yeah.
You see, they've taken these things away from us. Things that we wouldn't even consider to be vulgar or wrong or whatever. And when we were kids, we would imitate Mel Blanc's voice from the Looney Tunes.
Yeah.
Right? We would do Speedy Gonzales. We would do all of these things, One day, this is going to be racist. Meep, meep. That's going to be racist one day.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but they're going to figure it out that it's racist.
Exactly.
Because meep, meep might sound like, meep might be something like a racial word in another language from another country that we haven't heard of yet.
Yeah.
But that's going to be a racist term one day.
Yeah.
That's where we're heading.
That's exactly where we're heading.
Opposite direction,
Yeah.
I once saw that picture of evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And, from the monkey to the not much of a monkey to like a man, or now a real man or whatever. And then they turn around and go back and say, we fucked up. Yeah. They want to go back in evolution because the way we're going, we're not going the right direction.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Have you seen that? You know what picture I'm talking about?
No, I haven't seen it, but
it's great.
I get it.
Yeah. It's like, I thought it was very, very clever because I think that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
With what's wrong with society today. Yeah. I think that chill pill that we've been waiting for has to be available because people need to chill. I mean, I know they call it Prozac, but there's got to be something else to it, All right? Now, I think there has to be a different kind of pill that's not Prozac.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
They just need to just chill. Just chill.
Calm down.
Chill. Not everything needs an opinion.
Right?
Not everything needs a comment.
Right. I got a comment yesterday. First one, I've had negative comments before. But first one I did a photo shoot in the Raucan Church. So Raucan is where I'm from. So that's on the Coorong. It's a small Aboriginal community, the mission they call it. And the church is only used for funerals. There's been one or two weddings, but it's mainly for funerals. We don't have church in it, hopefully one day. So I did a photo shoot in there because it's church, me, and, my culture, so Raucan Church. And I had somebody comment and say, what's the point of this? It doesn't fit. It just seems very disrespectful because I was posing and laughing while leaning on the pews. And I'm like, it's not disrespectful. We have joy from the Lord. Yeah. So why wouldn't he want me laughing in church? Which is why I want to do this. Have laughter in churches. People think it's so... It has to be solemn more,
Isn't one of the very, very common phrases about God is that God has a sense of humor?
Exactly.
Isn't that one of the most things that people say?
Yep.
Next to the number one, that God works in mysterious ways.
Yes, exactly.
Followed by he has a sense of humor.
Yep.
I'm sure if he was here, he would pick up the microphone.
Yeah. Jesus was hilarious.
I'm pretty sure.
He was so sarcastic. It was hilarious.
Look, I don't have more than one or two friends. That guy had 12 around him constantly.
Yeah, exactly.
And those 12 would bring their friends.
And they were annoying.
And they would bring their friends. And Jesus like, who the fuck are all these people?
Yeah.
All right. I guess I got to make them laugh. You know, they're following me wherever I'm going. I hope they know that I'm making all this up. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah.
No. I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, you know, what if kind of thing. You know, man, I gave up my life for you. You know.
Oh, there's a lot though. There's a lot of comedy in it.
But there is. Yeah. So you also MC.
Yeah, well, one. I've done one.
Oh, you've done one?
One MC gig. So, yes, now I'm an MC.
Okay.
I've done it once, so I'm an MC now.
Okay. You got something called, I don't know if I'm going to be able to say this correctly.
Yes.
Discipleship?
Discipleship.
Discipleship, of course.
Like the disciples?
Of course. Why was I thinking discipline? All right, discipleship.
Hey, that's my word for 2025.
Discipleship?
No, 26.
Okay.
No, discipline.
Discipline.
Yeah. But
okay.
so are you talking about the drip and discipleship?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You give like a workshop or something?
Yeah. So it's like what I want to do with, I've done one of like a reconciliation talk at Tyndale Christian School for Reconciliation Week. So I did like the whole culture side of it, and then, you know, my Gen Alpha slang and my comedy, and the Christianity. So it's like an encouraging motivational speech kind of thing, but with comedy and using, because I do a lot of the Gen Alpha slang with the young ones.
Yeah,
so,
I wanted to ask you, what is stage Sigma Riz?
So Sigma just means like alpha, Sigma alpha male. Like, I don't, if there's any kids watching this, they're gonna be like, what is going on? Okay. But it's like Sigma and Alpha and Beta. So Sigma means good.
Okay.
So it means good.
Okay. Well, it wasn't good for me because I drove one.
Yeah. Well, that's what my joke is. Yeah. In my show, I say, all these kids saying, what the Sigma? Now, back in my day, this was a Sigma, and I literally show my brother's little red Sigma. What
a terrible car that was. Yeah. Okay. Now,
and Riz is short for charisma.
Okay, so because Riz today is like the way my son explains it. It's like, do you have any game with your ladies?
Exactly.
Do you have Riz?
Yes. And I always say to my kids, I've got Riz. I've got it. And they're just like, no, Mum.
Just game is better. Riz sounds nasty.
Yeah.
It sounds slutty. Yeah. You know, I mean, what's wrong with game? What's wrong with player?
Exactly.
You know, Riz. I don't know. It sounds like something you'd be arrested for. Yeah, I got him for Riz.
Yeah.
You know, or he's got the Riz. You know, I don't know. He's got something like a disease.
It sounds like it's something he's got that's bad. Yeah.
It's just. And you had a show last year called in the Fringe called Straight Out of Church.
Straight Out of Church.
What was that all about?
So it's about my life. So it's about being a black mum and a Christian mum and how they don't always align.
Okay, so that would be funny.
Yeah, so it's half hood, half holy.
Oh,
so because I haven't always
Holywood.
Yeah, so I haven't always been a Christian. I've been a Christian for 2014. So what's that? Almost 12 years. I grew up in church, but then walked away and then had my, I don't want sinful living. But yeah, so it's about that. It's about the old me is still I still got that fire.
The roots kind of thing.
Yeah. So if I don't like to fight, but.
You don't like to what, sorry?
Fight. And I don't want to fight.
Who does?
But, I've still got that fire to do it if I need to.
No. If you got to, no. If you got to do it, you got to
Exactly.
do it.
And then pray for you after.
Yeah. Now, forgive my ignorance about this.
No, you're fine.
Aboriginals, they're a tribal people.
Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
Now, they're not born to any kind of a religion, whether it's Christianity or
no. So the dream time. Have you ever heard of the dream time and the dreaming?
No.
So the dream time and the dreaming is our culture, which has like cultural stories, and they're like myth stories. I mean, it's hard to figure out being a Christian and a black person. Like it took me a long time, but we have. So as the Ngarrindjeri people, we have a spirit ancestor called Narundari. So I always used to be like with my mum, but, how does that fit with God and Jesus? And because it was the white men and the missionaries that brought Christianity over when they came. But my great-grandmother and my mum, they were devout Christians. And so the dreaming is kind of the spirituality side of things. So,
but do many Aboriginals who find religion like you did with Christianity, do you still hold on to those spiritual roots?
yes, to an extent.
Yeah.
It depends, because some of it can, I can see as black magic, which can kind of be witchcraft. And so you got to be kind of, like smoking ceremonies is a big thing. But I don't partake in smoking ceremonies.
Okay. Just smoking without the ceremony?
Yeah.
No,
I used
okay.
to.
No,
I
no,
used
okay.
to.
Okay.
Not anymore.
But the thing is like, should one convert to any religion, being Christianity, whatever? It doesn't mean that they have to not believe what they were raised to believe.
Exactly.
There's room for both. It's called.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that's where you draw a line between being religious and being spiritual.
Yeah.
You can be kind of. Both, I believe.
Exactly. And I don't even like the word religious or religion.
Yeah, but that term's just thrown around so often.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to avoid that thing.
Yeah.
No, I believe religion, all religions, are a fine thing.
Yeah.
I just believe that people are flawed. Right? So
exactly.
so when if one person who belongs to one part of religion did something unlawful, it'll be unjust to blame the entire
or race, or anything, like with the Bondi stuff. Now all Muslims are like, it's just,
honey, a Muslim saved the day. I don't care what anybody says.
Right?
That Muslim saved the day.
It trumps every argument that all these racist people had. It's like, do you even I don't know, they had rose-colored glasses on or something, and
I can talk about these things forever.
Same.
But we're gonna keep it PG. Yeah. So how does your faith influence the kind of comedy that you choose to do?
So it's pretty much telling my story. So my tagline for Kalah Lovegrove comedy is humour, hope and healing. So the whole purpose of my comedy and my show is I want to trump the stereotype of what a Christian is. I want to smash it completely.
So
just annihilate it. So
humour,
hope and healing.
So instead of KKK, I can go to the HHH. I'm gonna drop the KKK show.
Oh God, how loud is this microphone gonna make my laugh? Because I cackle. Oh my God, triple H, not triple K.
Yeah. I prefer the triple H. All right, cool. I've been enough. I've seen enough the KKK. I've been to more than one rally that I didn't want to go to, and that was on a dare. I wanted to see if I could pass for white.
Oh my God.
And you know how I passed?
Seriously, how?
I didn't take off the hood.
But then you spoke. They would have... Oh, you didn't. You were just silent the whole time.
Well, that was a thing. But whenever they did ask me a question, I would break out, yeah, I'm fine, mate. How you doing? So I kind of got away with it. Yeah. All right, cool. Now, are there topics you deliberately avoid because of your beliefs?
Politics.
Politics.
Yeah. The black politics. So
like Aboriginal politics.
Aboriginal. So my part of sharing my culture and history is I have Nuddenjetty words in my shows. So I'll say certain Nuddenjetty words and then interpret it. So if I say I'm a Nuddenjetty Meemini, Nuddenjetty woman, so that's my culture. And then about just being an Aboriginal mum and, Medea? Medea, the Tyler Perry?
Yeah.
So one of my jokes is that
movie,
one of my jokes is that I want to raise my kids like Mary raised Jesus, but sometimes I'm more like Medea.
Okay.
But I don't pull out a gun, and
So I've seen commercials, but I've never seen the movie because I'm not really a huge Tyler Perry fan.
Yeah. So, okay. Yeah. So it's just that I prefer to just keep the whole, and each to their own. I'm not bad-mouthing anyone, but I just feel like when there's too much politics in the comedy, I mean, I know some people like that to make people uncomfortable and educate, but for me, it's just, that's not what I'm about. No, I'm about giving hope and making people embrace healing and, you know.
I think it's very daring to do political comedy. Because if you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to look the fool.
Exactly.
And I think the best person who does political comedy is Jon Stewart.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he's got that weak lineup and all that kind of stuff, like a newsroom. And because he's accurate with what he says, and then he uses humor to back up his thing.
Yeah.
Like, you can't say you were wrong because he's not wrong. He does a lot of research in it.
Exactly.
You know, so like, but for anybody to attempt it, and if you don't know what you're talking about, you're going to get your butt whooped in a huge way. You know, I would feel like a person who's never run before in his life going to do 100 meters with black athletes. They're going to make me look like I'm nothing.
Exactly.
And I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You know, okay. Now, do you feel you can get more material because of your religion?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Definitely.
Like, do you ever read the Bible and you get into a passage? Oh, that will make a good scenario.
Yeah. So definitely with, I haven't done any comedy about Jesus yet, but I do. I've got like a whole bunch of stuff of how, especially I shared a couple of videos on Instagram the other day, someone else's, you know, because heaps of people do it, but they've got clips of Jesus, like, you know, especially when he's, you know, whipping people
Jesus whipped people?
Yeah. He flipped the tables and was whipping people because they were gambling in the temple. So in the Father's house.
Wow,
so
that's the first time I hear that.
He was going hood on them, right? And so that's when I'm like, so there's so many things that that's what I'll do, half hood, half holy.
Did he bring his parents with him? Because people like Jesus, Mary, and Joseph kind of thing? How that phrase came about?
No, he was there by himself. He was a grown man at that time, so he was...
You know, because I always kept on hearing from so many people, especially in the Christian community, that he was a man that preached peace. He was the most peaceful prophet of them all. And here I am hearing a story about...
But he's got righteous anger.
Okay.
So that's what the righteous anger is.
Righteous anger could be a fantastic name for a special.
Yeah, righteous anger. I have it. Let me tell you.
No. Okay. Well, I'm not going to try to steal it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I'm going to say something very stereotypically. I'm not going to Jew you out of this title. All right, but you can have it. You know. All right. No, that's pretty wild. I had no idea.
So same with the disciples. One of the clips I shared was the disciples. Now they're walking with Jesus, and you know he's teaching them how to be peaceful, loving, caring, you know, giving, sacrificing. And so he says the part when, you know, Judas is going to betray him. And he's like, one of you is going to betray me at the Last Supper. And they were like, two of them. So all Christians talk about how we're more like Peter because Peter was the rough one. Peter was hood, right? He was just rough, like he'll do anything. And then Jesus will be like, oh my gosh, what am I teaching you? Okay. So Peter and I forget the other one, but I think it was James, one of them anyway. And they were like, who is it? Tell us. Okay. Tell us who it is. Well, and he will, literally, this is scripture. He will be sorry he was ever born.
Wow. Well, the thing is, did he say it like, do you think he said it that way? Or do you think he made eye contact? He will be sorry he was ever born.
Yes.
I'm not going to say who it is.
Yeah, exactly, right? So that's it. You know? So there's so much in there.
Well, it sounds like Jesus probably inspired AA meetings and Gamblers Anonymous meetings and stuff like that, you know, because like I think in that Last Supper, it was like an intervention to everybody that did wrong.
Well, yeah.
All right. And now that I'm going to go, you're going to be thinking about that instead of, you know. But remember why I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
You know, okay.
Exactly. And I mean, that's another thing. He says to Peter, you're going to deny me 3 times. Yeah. When I get sick. And he's like, no, I'm not. And then he did. So then he was like, okay. Yeah.
You know what? I was writing a story because I used to write stories a lot. Yeah. And my cousin told me of a dream that he had. And it was a very funny dream. And he told me the title of this movie that I was in my dream. It was called God is Joking. Yeah. Like, okay. So he gave me an idea that I came up with this story that Jesus Christ was never supposed to be crucified. Yeah. All right. And the reason why Peter denied him 3 times is because the real Peter had passed away before that event. He got hit by a rock or something. And God sent an angel to take Peter's place. Right. And he was a dim-witted angel. He goes, all you have to do is say that you know Christ. and he's never been to heaven before. He's never been to earth before in his whole life.
Yep.
Right? Everything is new to him. He hasn't even tasted water. He knows nothing.
Yeah.
So when Jesus comes and says, hey, Peter, yo, Peter, who am I? Do you know him? What are you? And that's why he denied him. Because he took the body, he accidentally, because the real Peter probably wouldn't have denied him, but because he had an unfortunate accident, which he wasn't supposed to have, God sent this guy to take his place to say, you have to save my son. And he didn't because he didn't know what was going on, which is why he was denied three times.
Oh, missed the memo, sorry.
So it just starts like that. And then he gets sent back to heaven, and he wants his next mission, but he hasn't had a mission in 2,000 years because God is still upset with how he fucked it up 2,000 years ago.
That's good.
But he gets another mission.
Which is kind of the whole premise of Peter.
But he gets another mission.
Yeah.
And that mission is he has to stop these two people from meeting, because if they meet, they're going to fall in love. And if they're going to fall in love, it's going to create catastrophe amongst everybody around them.
Right.
These two are not allowed to fall in love.
Yeah.
So he has to go to heaven, to Earth, but he had to go to Australia. Now, to go to Earth, you have to commit a sin because Australia is full of sin. All right, so the world is full of sin, and it goes, and then like just like the airport is in heaven and it's on the gate. It goes, so where are you going? Australia. Okay, you have to eat this. What's that? It's Vegemite. Is that evil? Whoever made that is in fucking hell. Right? But we love Vegemite. But the thing is, a lot of people don't like it, and they can relate to it.
Exactly.
So he takes the Vegemite and poof, he's in Australia. And that's the story. Well, we can go in then, but I already
Did they meet? Oh, you haven't written the rest?
I haven't written. I started this story when I was 22 years old.
Wow.
I want to know
what happened.
I wrote 14 pages of it, and then my computer busted the hard drive, and I lost everything. Oh. And I couldn't even know how to start it. I only remember bits and pieces from it. Yeah. And I was thinking, okay, but the thing is, the whole point was he's on a wild goose chase because the title of the movie is called God is Joking.
Oh, so it's like
at the end, it's like a Sixth Sense type of ending, like a twist, like an M. Night Shyamalan film. All right? And he goes, God, I did it. No, you did nothing, man. He goes, then why'd you send me here? Because we needed some peace and quiet without your ass up here. So we wanted to have fun here because you're killing it for us in heaven. So that's why you're out.
That's funny.
It would have been a good film, What else? Yeah. So, Kayla?
Yes.
Did comedy bring you closer to your faith?
Yeah. I mean, I was already close. Like, my faith was already very strong.
Whoops, that's fine.
So the thing about it is I never had comedy in my plans. But what I was doing before comedy was like online ministry where I encouraged people, share my DV survivor story and narcissistic abuse and, do like teaching with women and online courses and all that kind of stuff. So I was already doing everything online. And then it was like God just gave me a bigger platform to share everything. So it's kind of like, this is now the mission that he wants me on.
You don't live close to Adelaide. You live pretty far away.
I live 2 hours from here. Yeah, wow. On the Coorong.
On the Coorong.
It's not.
Is that on the same direction towards Berry or the opposite direction?
Other way. So Berry is the Riverland. Yeah. Coorong is southeast. So towards Murray Bridge.
Oh, okay.
And then it's an hour from Murray Bridge.
Okay, the last time I was at Murray Bridge was in 2000 when I went skydiving.
Oh yeah.
I had skydiving at Murray Bridge.
Yeah.
And where it used to be $500 and you got a video. Now I think it's like and a course. And you get to jump on your own without a guy on top of you. But that was it's probably like 15, 2000 by now.
Easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But coming into Adelaide is like it's nothing really. Because the nearest shop to me is 42 kilometres. Besides the general store, because it's a remote community.
Oh, wow.
So driving is what we do.
You're basically in the country, right?
Yeah.
Would that be like the outback type country or just more country than outback?
Well, I mean, I don't know. When I hear outback, I think red dirt.
I think of Ayers Rock.
Right? Exactly, right? But we have lots of grass. Like, it's a town. So we have houses. There's about 50 houses. Okay. Maybe. And we have the church, the general store, the school, and the cemetery.
Okay.
Yeah.
It sounds like a very peaceful place.
Well, yeah. Yes, it is. Wait, stop.
Yes,
it is.
But if it's a small community and somebody did wrong, everybody knows who it was.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Okay, there you go.
Exactly.
Okay.
And, people party.
Okay.
Yeah.
And if you didn't get invited, you kind of feel insulted, wouldn't you? It's like,
Oh, yeah. I'm the Christian comedian,
Yeah.
so they're like, nah.
no. They're going to highlight you in their show. Now, has your sense of humor changed in any way as your faith got deeper?
Oh yeah, definitely. I used to be crude as anything.
Yeah.
Like my joking was like I would say the C word just for that person.
Yeah, but the thing is, but you're an Australian by default. It's like every Australian says that word.
Yeah, my mum hated it. I'd be like, instead of saying, "Oh, the person down the street," it was the C word down the street. Like it was just, So yeah, my whole I'm still funny though, because when I stopped drinking, I was a drug addict, right, and an alcoholic, and my brother was like, now you're not going to be fun, because I was the life of the party. I was loud, I was obnoxious, I was crude, I was, all that stuff. Then he hung out with me when I was sober one time, and I was still loud and the life of the party and whatever, but I was just different. He's like, oh, so you are still you, just with some things tweaked a bit.
Yeah,
Okay.
So I guess you can never truly run away from who you are. Yeah. I think your perspective of things can change.
Exactly.
But you as a person, if you were loud once, you're always going to be loud.
Yeah.
Just loud from a different platform.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. And that's why when people say people change, I don't actually believe that. Yeah. I just believe they evolve, but they don't really change.
Right. Exactly, because I'm still Kalah.
Yeah. It's like we have a saying in Lebanon, like every 7 years, a human being evolves. Yeah. Like when you're 14, you don't think the same way as you did when you're 7. When you're 21, you're not thinking the same as you were 14. When you're 28, you're not thinking the same as 21. Yeah. And so you continue to evolve. You can still be the same kind of person, but your perspective of things changes. One of my favorite quotes was by Muhammad Ali, who once said, if the way you view life at 50 is the same way you viewed life at 20, then you wasted 30 years of your life. Right. Exactly. So it was like, wow.
Exactly. Well, there's so much I want to say on that, but I can't. I got to keep it.
No, but
we'll say that off camera.
No, but you know what I'm saying.
There's a few people that come to mind where
that haven't evolved. Yeah,
exactly.
I have a family member who is old. Yeah. Or older than me. Yes. And I don't think the maturity level or the intelligence level has exceeded 21. Yeah. Hasn't changed in all those decades. Yeah. Yeah. And I used to think it was cool, but when you get older, it's no longer cool. Exactly. It's like, oh, come on, man.
Yeah, grow up.
Come on, man. Come on. Come on. Especially, no, I'm not going to say anymore. Yeah, And it's okay. Not many people in my family support me to watch this anyway, so I can get away with it. So I could probably say his name and whatever, but that's just to be on the safe side. I'm not going to be a complete prick. Yeah. Oh gosh. Now, oh my God, I'm having trouble reading my own writing here. Oh, okay, here we go. Have you found that with a religious audience, do they laugh differently from secular ones?
No. So my audience I think yes and no. So because my show it's not just completely Christian content. So it's, with the kids stuff and funny stories about them and, my dating journey. And so, but there is an element of some people will get the joke. Christians will get a certain joke more than a non-Christian would, but the non-Christian will still get it. Yeah. But when I do a gig with a church crowd, the laughter is way more explosive. Like I'm thinking of Hope East Church, like my church family in Melbourne. It's like they're losing it. Whereas a non-Christian audience still loses it, but just, it's different. That's a good question because it's like it is, but it's not, but it is. But I can't explain it.
All right. If you were to make certain jokes about religion, I'm sure the secular audiences would feel more free to laugh at it. Yeah. As supposedly somebody who's religious, or like if you're doing Christian comedy. Yeah. And even if the Christians do find it funny, they'll probably feel guilty to laugh at it. Yeah, so I do. One of my jokes some people don't like is I have a Bible bashing joke where I say that I give Bible bashing a whole new meaning because my kids are like thugs and
And then I say, oh, kidding. I don't actually bash my kids with their Bibles. Like I use mine because it's bigger.
Okay, that's good.
And
I
it's
like
a
that.
hardcover.
I like that.
So I have been some older Christians where they're like, not funny. like,
no, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, okay. I guess I can understand
it,
that.
but I'm not. It's comedy. I'm not actually hitting them with my Bible. But I think it's also the play on Bible bashing. That's that's a derogatory term for us.
Oh God, yeah.
Really,
but
that's why I'm smashing it and taking it and twisted it.
I could just picture it as the movie trailer.
Yeah.
The Bible basher.
And it's me, the black mum with the Bible and the thong.
Kalah Lovegrove. Very convenient name, love. I could just imagine one of your kids getting out of line. You don't smash him with the Bible, but you hold it to his face and you go bang.
Yeah. That's good. It kind of cushions the blow, right?
May the power of Christ compel you. Yeah,
exactly, right?
Next thing, it could be funny. See, I feel that even religious people, I guess, but like I said, it really comes down to the individual.
Exactly.
It comes down to the person.
Right.
If they can, now, like the ones that are open-minded and have a sense of humor, they can differentiate. Oh, I know you don't mean any harm, and it is hilarious. I can laugh at it, and I won't have to feel guilty about it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Well, that's good stuff. Do you have a friend? Are you doing a Fringe this year?
Yeah, I'm doing a regional SA tour this time.
Oh, you're doing another straight out of church.
Yeah, so I'm doing straight out of church again.
Okay.
And I'm going
You can show it to the camera, but it's okay. I'll have an image here. Okay.
So I am doing Murraylands, which is Murray Bridge, Ngarrindjeri country. York Peninsula is Narungga country, and Riverland is Yurawurrung country. I'm not too. That's like
those are the venues.
No, that's the Aboriginal tribe group names of the people. But so it's Murray Bridge, Edithburgh, and Loxton. So I picked those three places because that's where my ancestors and my family are from. So
nice. And so it starts.
And then Adelaide. I'd like to. I haven't got a venue for Adelaide yet.
Yeah.
But definitely Adelaide.
Okay. No. Of course. Well, the city of churches, right?
Yes. Right.
Yeah. I did comedy in Bahrain when I was living there because I used to live in the Gulf region, and I told them I was from Adelaide, and that we were famous. And Adelaide's famous for three things. It's famous for their wines, their churches, and their high level of serial killers. Because I remember when I was here.
And meth use.
Yeah, no. Because I remember when before I left, because I left the country in 2006. Around the mid 90s to mid 2000s, Adelaide had the highest rate of serial killers. Wow. Right? I mean, I was like, really, Adelaide? I mean, why not Melbourne or Sydney? It makes more sense there.
Yeah, right.
And then I realized, because of wine and churches. So they kill, they drink, they kill, they repent and repeat.
Repent and repeat. Oh, that's something in that. That's good.
And I said to my audience, if you're ever gonna go to Adelaide, be sure to, and if you're gonna go as a couple, be sure that one of you, when you return, get the T-shirt that says my partner got killed by the South Australian serial killer. So just something. And that's a memento. And I came up with this theory because, I remember when we were kids, there were a lot of kidnappings happening as well. Especially in the 80s when your kids growing up.
Like the Beaumont children.
But it happened here in Adelaide as well.
Yeah.
All right.
That was at the beach.
And the principal was saying to us, make sure you walk in pair with people, don't walk by yourself, all that kind of stuff, because there's a kidnapper on the loose. And me and my brother ran home, waiting for my mum to get home from work, and goes, Mum, we don't want to go to school. And goes, why not? There's a kidnapper taking kids. And Mum looked at us and goes, yeah, you're going to be all right. I said, but Mum, they're kidnappers kidnapping kids. They're going to steal us away from you. Yeah. And she looked at us both and goes, no, they're not.
No, they're not.
And goes, but Mum, there's somebody that's taking away our children. And she goes, when you grow up, you'll understand. Am I going to grow up? I might be taken. And then I didn't realize till later on, my mum knew exactly what the fuck she was talking about. Because kidnappers and serial killers who are predominantly white don't tend to take non-white children. Yeah. All right? And I was like, so this is how racism works to my benefit.
Exactly right.
People that say that people that want to stop racism, don't stop it.
Yeah.
We need it because
saving
racism,
us in that moment.
it is a double-edged sword, and I like both edges just fine.
Oh, that's funny.
I like both sides.
Yeah.
You know, the cutting side and the one that does the cutting.
Yeah,
you know, all right.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I get, and you know, if they're kidnapping kids, that's because they want to do inappropriate stuff, and
yeah,
they
and
think that we're dirty. So.
I can't. Yeah. I mean, this was amazing. I'm so happy we're talking about this because I did an entire bit.
Yeah.
I did an entire bit about the kidnappers contacting the parents because when the kidnappers started kidnapping, they didn't know what they were doing.
Yeah.
So they just kidnapped any random child.
Yeah.
So the first kid they kidnapped was a black kid.
No.
Right? And then he goes, you know what? I'm going to call your parents. And, you know, right? So they call the parents and he goes, hi, we've got Reggie. And if you don't pay us the 50 grand, he is dead. And the father was like, Negro, I got 12 kids. You can have that one.
Yeah.
All right? And tell Reggie when he's done being kidnapped, I'm going to whoop his ass.
Yeah,
you know? All right? And, okay, that didn't work. So they kidnap an Asian kid.
Yeah.
Same thing. Call the father. We got Wong. If you don't give us 50 grand, he's dead. Huh? Who this? Not speaking English. I go, fuck. Then let Wong go. All right?
Yeah.
Then they fucked up even worse. They kidnapped a Jewish kid.
Yeah.
Little Ira. We have Ira.
Follow Ira.
If you don't give us 50 grand, he's dead. Would you settle for 15? You know? Fine. Fuck off, Ira. I'm going to get 15 grand. Then they even fucked up word. They kidnapped an Arab kid.
Yeah.
All right? And he goes, we got little Abdullah here. If you don't give us 50 grand, he's dead. You know? He goes, he's dead? Well, I'm going to fucking kill you. When I find out who you are, I'm going to kill you and my son for getting kidnapped by you. And he goes, fuck, go, Abdullah, go. Fuck, Abdullah.
Yeah, okay.
Then they got it right. They kidnapped a white kid.
Yeah.
With a ridiculous name, Hoyt.
I thought you were going to say Chad.
You know? And they called their parents up and goes, we got Hoyt. If you don't give us 50 grand, he is dead. Right? He goes, honey, they kidnapped little Hoyt. If I don't give him 50 grand, he's going to die. It's okay, honey. I got that in the safe upstairs. Yes. And they'll comply. And ever since then, we've been safe.
They realize,
thank you, Hoyt.
What is right?
You know?
For kidnapping.
That's the privilege you can keep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I always say that because my son, who's 14, he's full on, right? ADHD, and like he has his meltdowns and full on. And they're like, my youngest was like, don't go over there by yourself. You might get kidnapped, RJ. I said, he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He'll be fine. He's fair skinned, but if they do kidnap him, spend half an hour with him and they're going to drop you back off.
You know, I kind of thought the opposite would happen because I thought serial killers were also racist, but they're so racist that we are not worth their kills.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? I'm not going to have a black person dead in my watch. No. I would kick a black dead person, but I'm not going to kill it. You know? So, you know, because no. This is for whites only. Yeah. Because of my white power. You know?
Oh my gosh. Are we going to get in trouble?
No, we're not. No. If anybody's watching this, Kent, they're going to be laughing. They're going to be laughing. And if there is an unfortunate kid named Hoyt, named after a cinema, watching this, it's going to be okay.
It's all right.
You know?
Whew.
It's called having fun. All right.
Exactly.
Now, I want to get into some existential questions here for you, Kayla.
Well, that's a big word. Look out.
Mm-hmm. 4 syllables. Yeah. Okay. Do you think laughter exists because life is tragic or because life is mysterious?
Well, for me and my life and my childhood and my last 42 years, because it's tragic. Mm-hmm. Me and my family, like my cousins, we all have a very dark sense of humour. So going through the DV, going through the narcissistic abuse, all of that has brought the comedy out in us. And it's very predominant in the black community as well because there's been so much trauma. We have to laugh. Otherwise, we'll end up on drugs or kill ourselves.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Well, I think we've already discussed this particular question during our conversation. My next question was going to be: have you ever laughed at a joke and immediately thought, "Am I allowed to laugh at that?" But we basically already discussed that.
Yeah, all the time.
Yeah, I think that's what comedy is really all about. Yeah, I'm going to laugh at that.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's having the freedom. That's like the whole having comedy. So Edith Berg will be straight out of church. Will be in a church. So that's light church. So it's the first time doing my show in an actual church. I've done parts of my jokes in a church, but it's having the freedom to understand that we can laugh at stuff and just be okay with it. You know what I mean? Especially in this day and age, everyone's so picky and offended about everything.
Yeah.
Just chill out, man, and have a laugh.
The chill pill.
Exactly.
We need that chill pill.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't want it to be a slang terminology anymore. Make the freaking pill.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. People need to calm down. Yeah. Is comedy a way of telling the truth?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
So you know how they say with comedians it's 80% truth and 20% lies, or just
I wouldn't call it lies. I would call it made up for that particular truth.
Yeah.
Like fictitious person or fictitious situation.
Exactly.
But around something that's real.
Exactly. So all of my stories, it's all truth.
Okay.
Everything is true. There's nothing in there. So obviously the Bible bashing, things like that, that's the 20%, that's thing. Whereas with the stories, there's no...
But the cool thing is, you can tell. As a comedian, you can tell the truth on stage without really being punished for it. Now, can't you?
Exactly.
Because you've got a platform.
Yeah, exactly. Although I have to ask my kids. I've got so many jokes that I want to do, so many stories, but I'm not allowed to just yet. Especially the teenagers.
Okay.
I can't wait to tell things about the teenagers.
My son's going to be 13 this year, and I really started making fun of him.
Yeah.
I told a joke about how I accidentally caught my son for the first time.
My son would kill me if I did.
No. I told it, and even my son laughed at it.
Yeah.
Because even though it was true, the rest of it that I made up for the comedic effect.
Yeah, exactly.
And what was it that I said? I walked up and I caught him, and I said, "Yeah, I knew that being a father of a boy, that this day was eventually going to come, and it came."
Pun
like really fast, all right.
Immediately.
Yeah, like one might argue was premature. I delved into it a lot more, but then I stopped it with the only thing that was really bothering me is that my son was jerking off to "I Want It That Way" by the Backstreet Boys.
Okay, then you get into
and I was like, son,
gay stuff. See,
tell me why.
Tell me.
It wasn't about being gay. It was just about that. But it got more and more. I kept on going into it. And then I had talked about my experience when I first got caught. All that kind of stuff.
And he was all right with that.
Yeah, he was laughing. Because he was upset at first. But when he heard the audience laugh, he was laughing. And he's like, yeah, it's okay, Dad.
Yeah.
And he goes, but Dad, next time make money. And it's like, all right, son. All right. I'm going to make fun of you. I'm going to make money. And if I make money from making fun of you, you get half that.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what my youngest son, Jonah, he's 8. And he says, oh, you're just using me for clout. That's all. You're just using me for clout all the time. I said, well, yeah, we want to get paid.
Yeah.
And if we're going to use you, we're going to pimp you out to get paid, then that's what we're going to do, kid. Now, shush.
Pimp your kids. Pimp it. All right. I said to my son,
says the Christian mum.
I said to my son, you don't have to be book smart. You just have to be street smart. Yeah. And son, I know you don't agree with me, and normally I wouldn't say this, but you're a good-looking kid. Please be a dim-witted model.
Yeah.
Get maybe Calvin Klein might want to sign you up. Just do something. And who knows? I'm going to pimp my son out if I can. Now, would you like to play a game? We're gonna play a game. It's called Wrong Answers Only. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to deliberately give me the wrong answer.
Okay. All right.
And try to be as creative and as funny as you can with these wrong answers.
Yeah. Sure.
Who discovered Australia?
First thing that came to my mind was Muhammad Ali.
There you go. The man was born in the 40s, but he discovered Australia. All right.
Oh,
I like it.
Oh, far out.
Okay. Best movie ever made?
Jumanji.
The one with Robin Williams or the one with The Rock?
With Kevin Hart, yeah.
Oh, the crappy one.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Good answer. All right, here we go.
My kids will hate me for that answer.
No, that's fine. Jumanji sucks. And Next Level was the next level of shit. Robin Williams, the only correct answer.
Yeah.
Now, why do Black American people, scream at the movie theater?
Okay, so this is where the old Kalah comes in, but we can't go down that path. I don't know. They're happy.
They're happy? I always thought they didn't get enough butter in the popcorn. Okay. Bitch, don't go in there!
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. Okay. Why do white people like parsnips?
Parsnips. Because they're white.
But that's the right answer.
That's the right answer.
You failed. I'm supposed to throw a pie in your face at this point.
Supposed to be the wrong answer. Oh, because they're black.
Yeah. No. I don't know. I don't know, because it tastes like cocaine.
It might be the right answer too, though.
I've never had a parsnip in my life, and I don't even like the smell.
Is it even what I'm thinking of? The white.
It's a vegetable thingy. Yeah. Parsnips. Okay.
Yeah, I know what a parsnip is. Kalah.
Whew. What song is Michael Jackson most famous for?
See, you're tricking my brain because it's meant to be. I want it that way.
There you go. Again, tell me why you came up with that one. Oh, that was fun.
Yeah, this is cool.
All right. Now, we have entered the stage where I'm going to ask you a series of 10 questions.
Right.
I like to.
Is it like fast money and I got to be fast?
No. You don't have to be quick. It's not one of those Jeopardy type things.
Right.
It's just a questionnaire that was made by a very famous American writer / actor, James Lipton, and I like to carry out his legacy.
Okay, cool.
Now that he's no longer with us. He used to end all of his interviews this way.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Again, short answers. You can elaborate just a little bit, but no life story answers kind of here.
Sure.
Now, what is your favorite word?
I don't know. Shut up.
It's a phrase, but we'll take it. We'll take it. What is your least favorite word?
I don't know. What?
It could be a German word like Fabernugen.
I was going to say bull.
Okay, that's the racial slur for Aboriginal people.
Racial slur.
Yeah.
Coon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, why do they take away our cheese?
Don't get me started.
Okay.
I got in a lot of trouble for that.
Okay.
I didn't agree with the majority because it's the fella's name.
Yeah, but it was my favourite cheese.
Yes.
And I never thought about the name. I just like coon. Yeah. Okay, here we go.
Well, they still got it though.
Do they?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
pretty sure that's the cheese I've actually got me thinking now. I bought cheese slices.
They still got Farmers Union, but he pisses me off. I want coon back.
Yeah.
You know?
I'll have to check. I'm going to check my cheese when I get home now.
Yes, bring back the coon.
Long live the coon. That's not.
If I said it in a plural way, that would be racist.
Exactly.
All right, but I'm talking about one particular coon.
Just one, just the yellow one.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
I love racism, and I don't care if I'm racist about it.
Yeah.
Or people find me racist. I love it.
Yeah.
What tune?
Give me a minute.
If I was a real,
if I
was a real racist, you wouldn't be here.
Exactly. I would be offended, and I'd be smashing these things over your head. No, just kidding.
But you'd be paying me a bill before you go.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no, I was going to say something worse, but I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Okay, no, I'm not going to touch it.
Moving along.
Yeah, moving along.
I'm pretty sure I know exactly where it would be going.
It was going to go somewhere sinister.
Yeah.
Okay. What turns you on?
Oh my gosh.
And it's not a sexual question, by the way.
Yeah. Just a clean house. Clean house.
Yeah.
But if we've got to go about men, it's a man doing the dishes.
No, that turns you on?
Yeah. That's very, very good.
Oh, well, too bad you weren't here 20 minutes ago. I already did it. All right. What turns you off?
Narcissism.
Okay.
Selfishness. more specifically.
Okay, can we keep it about me for a second? Yeah, I'm asking the questions. All right. No, good. I like it. What is your... Okay, I don't think you have one, but I'm going to ask you anyway. What is your favorite curse word?
Well, I mean, I say shit.
Okay, that's fine.
But
yeah, it is part of the questionnaire. I didn't make this one up.
Yeah.
All right. You would know when I'm making it up. Like, where did you get those glasses from? No, okay, so
Sheehan.
Yeah. What sound or noise do you love?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say hate. I hope you got hate on there. Oh, don't get me started.
Don't
What do
jump
I
in.
love? Worship music. Music, just in general.
Okay.
Music.
There is an opposite question. What sound or noise do you hate?
Oh, people chewing in my ear. Hate it.
Gum or eating?
Just eating. Mess up with the pain and the word for it.
You see that in movies a lot as well, and it really annoys me. Like,
Yeah. But I can watch ASMR of people eating, which makes no sense. But anyway.
What profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
Acting. Not really, no.
I'm glad you said that. I haven't sketched. And I'm actually in need of a few Aboriginal people.
Okay, well, there you go.
I'll tell you about it after the show.
There you go.
And what profession would you not like to do?
Doctor.
Yeah, I've got a few people that said that. And finally, Kalah.
Yes.
Kalah Lovegrove.
Yes.
If heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say to you when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Well done.
With a thumbs up?
With a thumbs up.
Okay.
And the knuckles. No.
Well, do you think God would make people feel comfortable depending on their ethnic background? Like he probably would be like, if he was to see you and probably battle a Japanese dude. Yeah. Or
You know what? That's
the tap of the chest while at the same time tapping
With a
your
hand.
head like that twice.
Is that your thing?
No, that's a community thing. It's from the show Community. These two guys that do it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that with my kids now.
So I think God probably have a different greeting for everybody.
Yeah, for sure.
You
Well,
know?
one of my jokes is when I hear him correcting me about if I'm sinning or doing anything wrong, and he's telling me off. He sounds like a black bum.
How funny would it be?
In my head.
See, this is why I believe God has a sense of humor.
Yeah.
If you were to approach the gates of heaven, and he'd be like, the back exit is that way.
Yeah.
The back entrance is that way. Sorry, that's where that's the VIP section.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm just fucking with you. The red carpet right in here. Yeah. I think he would say something like that.
100%.
Well, Kalah, thanks for appearing in my show.
Much for having me.
Nice to have. I like to try to get more female guests as I can. Because I don't like. It's so easy to get dudes, and it's
you're
just
trying to date, right? That's
pretty much. Yeah. This is not a podcast. This is the screening to see if I have anything in common with you ladies. And and the
Are there any
editing.
other contestants though?
Yeah.
No.
Not until next week. But no, thanks for coming in here. It was very fun, and I hope you had a good time.
I did.
And I hope that when you become rich and famous, and you forgot who I am, that you'll come back as a return guest.
Oh, I will.
And
after my world tour.
And I hope you guys enjoyed it too. This was a fun-ass episode. Be sure to follow me on my Instagram at Fame Film Agency. And subscribe to my YouTube channel. And please follow Kalah, whose Instagram is right there. And until next time, folks, take care.
See you later. I'll say my nut and jelly word. Knuckin'.
What she said.
I'm broke, bitch.